All right guys, welcome back to part 2 of this 2-part boot collection tour. I think that this part of the video, this brown boot collection, is actually a little bit more of my favorite, even though I said all my black boots were my favorite. But for some reason, brown suede boots just do it for me more. I don't know, they just pop. They're beautiful to look at. We're gonna start off kind of in a similar style that I did the black part. We start off first with the military combat boots, and then we'll kind of go into the dressier Chelsea Wyatt style like that. So let's get into it now. And before I start this video, for all fit pics, I need you guys to follow me on Instagram at Ariel.Rosado29, as I am staying up to date with my content, and I want to try to get all of my subscribers to hop on Instagram and check my fit pics out. So definitely check me out on Instagram. So the first boot I'm going to be talking about in my collection is probably, is this the oldest boot? I don't know if this is the oldest boot, but this is one of the first ones in my brown boot collection that I still have. These are my A.P.C Ranger boots. Now shout outs to my two friends who, she used to work at A.P.C, she hooked me up when I first got these, so you know who you are. Shout out to both of you. But these are an amazing boot, and I haven't seen anybody with this boot, to be honest with you. It kind of resembles a Timberland. I used to make fun of it and call it a Slimberland, just because it's not as chunky as a normal Timberland, and it's a little bit more of a slim silhouette to the boot. It's also a little bit shorter than the average Tim. I think the Tim hits kind of like right here. But this is like the dressy Timberland, and A.P.C did a great rendition of making a Slimberland boot. That's our word, we should. Actually, I'm about to copyright that, but these are great for winter season. I use them sometimes all year round just because I really like the color of the boot. I wear it with light blue denim or black denim and gray, and they look amazing. I like that it has this hint of suede at the heel, so it's very comfortable on your ankle. And yeah, I just love this boot, and I love the fact that I don't see anybody with them. Definitely happy that I kept them in my collection for as long as I have. They have gotten a little bit darker over time as they were a little bit lighter. They're probably closer to like this color, and now they've darkened up throughout the years. Definitely an amazing boot from A.P.C Paris, and yeah, I love these, and I love the fact that nobody's got them. Now, these, if anybody knows, I know nobody knows what these are. These are actually Timberland boots, but this is from Timberland. They have the normal Timberland line that people pretty much know for like the wheat, 6-inch, and the black. And so Timberland has what's called, what is it called? Look at me, I'm over here ready to tell you guys. I forgot. It's called Timberland Boot Company, straight out like that. And these are the ones that are pretty much like the top of the line premium Timberland boots, like they're super high in line. And they used to sell these at Barney's, and when I used to work for Barney's back in the day, I was able to pick this pair up. Now, like I talked about in the black boot collection tour, part 1 of the 2-part series, I have a shoe cobbler, and he actually custom cropped these for me because the Coulter boot from Timberland actually comes, it's like really high top. And again, they were very uncomfortable to wear, but I loved the detailing on this boot. I love the contrast stitching, the white stitching that it has, the suede hints, the different colored leathers. I just love that, but the boot was too high top. I'll try to find a picture of what they originally looked like, and I'll include it somewhere on the side. But I had my cobbler crop, and we picked the perfect height for them. So now it's like a perfect height. I guess this is like an army boot also, or a combat boot, desert boot, whatever you will. But I literally love this boot so much, and I love how it's aged, the suede on it. I love that it's like dirty in certain spots. I love all the characteristics about this boot. These definitely were not a Barney's exclusive, but Barney's just carried them because it was a more luxurious Timberland. I've had these for maybe 7 years. Yeah, about 7 years. They still look amazing. Like they have on the back like a Vibram sole, and I think I want to add Vibram to the bottom just so I have better grip during the winter time. I definitely love these boots. I love the color of them. Yeah, I just feel like they look a lot better, and are way comfier with jeans now that they're a little bit cropped. This, guys, might be one of the biggest grail boots in my whole collection, and I'm not gonna hold you. I was hunting for these boots. Shit, when they first came out, fall winter 12. Fall winter 12, I think. Yeah, I think this is fall winter 12. These are my Balmain Suede Ranger boots. I love these boots so much. These boots have had a piece of my heart since the first day I saw them. When that campaign came out, when those pictures came out, I'll include a picture of them, what they look like in the ad campaign. I love these boots so much. Now, I forgot to touch on this part when I spoke about my black Ranger boot in the part 1. Balmain used to be produced and manufactured, like their footwear used to be directly created in France. So I feel like that's why these boots, the quality of them is so high. Not a knock to boots manufactured anywhere else, but I just feel like the craftsmanship of them speaks for itself. If you guys are able to find a pair in person, see them in person, touch them, you will instantly feel it, see it, and just see the quality of the boot. These were not produced in high quantity. These were very, very limited. They are, I believe, deer suede, something like that. They're deer suede, I believe. This boot is so comfortable. They have a crepe sole, so very bouncy. I'm never gonna be in pain walking around in these all day. Super, super comfortable. The thing about the crepe sole is that you could always have them resoled easy. So if they rub down all the way, like if you happen to walk the earth and back and they're rubbed down, you could just take them to the cobbler and they could resole them. You could literally have these boots for forever, so they're definitely an investment piece if you want to hunt them down. I have seen a couple pairs on Grailed. Prices range depending on size and condition, but I was able to hunt down my size 12, my 45, which is the biggest size that they come in. Yeah, man, I love these boots so much, and I'm happy to have them in my collection after years and years of hunting. I'll style these with black wax jeans most of the time, or light blue wash jeans. These can go with everything. They're tan suede, they're amazing. Could talk about these for forever. This is my fall winter 14 ochre wire harness boot. Probably worn the most out of all of my boots, but I was smart. I suggest all of you guys who get boots, I have a couple boots that I have to do it on that I was too ready to wear. I suggest all you guys, if you get boots, Vibram sole the bottom. You save yourself your boot. They will last you 10 times as long. I mean, they just look better long term. I bought these at Barney's when Barney's was still open when they first came out. I love the color, and I love that this is the version that the suede is kind of like a nappy on. If you guys can see, you could kind of see it now. I will say that sometimes some people's pairs over time as you wear it, naturally it gets a little bit like, they call it hairy nappy suede. Obviously you can see why it starts to get raised up, but I love that. This was one of the pairs that naturally came like that. I guess Eddie picked the hides like this, and he also picked the smooth one, but this pair is one of the ones people desperately look for, the color and the texture of the suede. Happy to have these in my collection. Have worn this so many times. Blazers, with suit, with full suit, with leather pants, you name it, I've done it with these boots. I love these, and they will forever stay in my collection till the day they fall apart, and then I'll just have them fixed. So if you don't have a pair of Wyatt boots, the newer ones are not shaped the same. These are 2014 pairs, 2013 pairs. Like I said, it's a little bit, you know, it's more tapered like that. And I think Vaccarello is doing them very tapered, but it's a completely different shape. Don't let them lie to you. The shape is literally completely different. You could see it. This one would be another boot that I've worn so many times. These are my Eddie Saint Laurent Chelsea boot. This is the, is this nut? I think this is nut suede. I think that's the color of these. This boot has seen so many clubs. This is prior to me being with my girl. This boot has seen so many nights out, rock star nights. So easy to wear, literally goes with everything. This pair looks the best with like distressed denim, and it's just such an easy boot to wear. So if you don't have a Chelsea boot, I highly suggest picking up a Saint Laurent Chelsea boot. If you can hunt down the older pairs, in my opinion, I think that they look the best, they fit the best, color's the best. But Vaccarello does have some good pairs. I'm not gonna sit over here in front. I just prefer the cut of the older Saint Laurent boots. And I love the height of this. It's like not too high, but not too low. And that's why most of my Saint Laurent boots are different from my Celine boots that Eddie has done, because the height of the heel, way different. I'm gonna get into that when I get closer to the Celine boot. Yeah, I love this Chelsea boot that I picked up from Saint Laurent. I think this was 2015. This one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, suede is amazing. Color, I just love how it's aged so far. It's still got tons of life left, so. Chelsea boot, Saint Laurent. Like I was saying before with Celine boots, the production is very, very small. Now this is the Celine Carmel Chelsea boot. As previously talked about when I reviewed these, I bought this pair in Paris. Prior to buying this pair in Paris, I had tried on a pair in New York, and the quality of the pair in New York was way different. And then I spoke to somebody in Celine in Paris, and they were telling me that they were kind of keen to that. Like the pairs that were coming to the US were a little bit less, like the quality was a little shoddy. I don't want to speak on that and just say that all US pairs are bad, because I have pairs here from Celine that aren't from Paris. They are US pairs and the quality is good. With this specific boot, I found that the pair that I picked up in Paris, the quality was way better. I love this boot, like I was saying. So this is also a Chelsea. This is Eddie Slimane for Celine. And as you can see, the difference between my Celine is the height difference in the heel. Now, throughout the day, like personal, I feel like this is way comfier on your foot than wearing this all day. Bourbon again. This is definitely way more rock and roll. This is more dressy rock and roll. Like, you want to go hardcore, or do you want to go dressier, chic? I guess we could sum it up like that. But I love that it's got that like blended caramel with the tan. And I love that this one has like that chocolate with the nut suede. But yeah, with the Celine boot, I find myself wearing these a little bit dressier. I love the color. I love how it blends. It's just, it looks similar in colorways to that, but it's completely different in person. I don't think that I'm just like this brown suede boot hoarder. I make sure that there's slight differences just so I can get away with my boot addiction. And yeah, it's just a classic. Definitely one of the better boots out of Celine, and very hard to find now. I don't even think that I've seen pairs pop up on Grailed or anything. So if you could find the Carmague Chelsea, definitely pick it up. The final boot we're gonna be talking about today in my brown boot collection. I spoke about the black suede, and now we have my brown suede. I've been wearing this one a lot more. This is the Berlin harness Chelsea boot from Celine. Just such a cool boot, man. It's like, I know a lot of people hated on this. I hated on it, like I was telling you earlier, part one of this video. But in person, when you have them on, the shape and the cut of the boot is just like, it's so good. So if you guys can find them, definitely pick them up. I think that it's cool that it has the contrast black sole. Is it like a edgier vibe? It's completely different from anything else in my collection as far as these like dressier suede boots go. It's just got such a sick shape. Like, I could talk about the shape all day. And comfortability wise, this, the other Celine, and the Ranger boot out of all my brown boots will be on the comfier side, wearing them throughout the day. Like I said, with the black suede pair, I just feel like the way that the arch is cut and how much, like, it's not padding, but it's like a cushion on the inside underneath the insole. It's just sitting so like perfectly, so your foot's not aching all day. So if you're looking for a comfier Chelsea harness boot and you feel like the Wyatt is too tapered, this has got a slim silhouette. I don't want to say that, and this doesn't have like a slim silhouette, but this is definitely comfier than the Saint Laurent Wyatt in my personal opinion. And as you can see, I have enough of those variations of boots to give you what I feel is an honest opinion. This is the comfiest one. So if you want that look and you want comfort also, I would say if you could find these, definitely look into getting them. Pretty much sums up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the full boot tour collection, both 1 and 2 parts of this 2-part series. It's definitely a growing collection. There are a lot of pairs that I have gotten rid of over the years that I didn't feel suit my personal style anymore. These are definitely just the top pairs that I feel suit my needs and my style on a daily. If you guys like the video, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Ariel.Rosado29. Drop me some comments below letting me know which boots were your favorite, which ones you don't like, which ones you have in your collection, and which ones you hope to obtain in the near future. As always, guys, see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Later.